Hello everyone, this is Raja Ramesh. Welcome back to our SQL Server tutorial series. In this video, we will learn how to filter data using where clause. If you remember from earlier video, we have seen select query to retrieve data from tables. When you want to display all the columns, you simply use select star from table name. And when you want to retrieve only specific columns, you have written select column 1, column 2 from table name. What it does is either it retrieved all the columns or it filtered the column names given. But if you see the result set, it got all the records from the table. Now we want to get only particular records based on some condition we give. In that cases, we can use where clause along with select query. First we will see the syntax of where clause. That will be like this. Select column 1, column 2 from table name where and the condition you want. And here we are writing column 1, column 2 so that only 2 columns data will be retrieved. But if you want all columns data to be retrieved, then simply select star from table name where condition. This will not be changed. Look at this condition. This is what actually filtering the data from your entire result set. An example of this, you may have students in a classroom and you want to get all the boys. So you can simply add a condition in where clause saying to get only male records. We will see this in action. Open your browser and go to sql-practice.com and first run select star from patients so that all the records from the patients table are retrieved. This is what we have seen in earlier class as well. So now we have 4000 plus records in patients table and all the columns are retrieved. We will try to add a where clause here. I want to get all the patients who are residing in Hamilton city only. I will add a where clause over here where and the condition is city equals to Hamilton. That's all. If you run this, out of 4000 plus records, we get only 1938 records which are matching the given condition which is city equal to Hamilton. And if you see the data, you see all the patients have their city as Hamilton only. This is how we put a condition in where clause. And remember, condition can be defined on any column. It need not be a text column. For example, if I want to get the patient's data whose height is 158 centimeters, then I will write select star from patients where height equals to 158. And if you run this query, see all the patients who are having their height as 158 only retrieved here. And one more thing to note here, the condition always need not be equals condition. That might be any condition which returns true or false. You can specify height greater than 158, height less than 158, height not equals to 158, like that. So if you want to write greater than means it is simple using a greater than symbol, less than is less than symbol, and an exclamation and equal to for mentioning not equal to, like this. And now do one thing, pause your video and write a SQL query to get all patients whose weight is more than 156. I hope you got that. If you didn't get the correct query, let's check with mine. It will be select star from patients where you have to put this where clause height greater than 156. So you will not see 47, 43 or any value which is less than 156 in height column. See, all the records are having more than 156. If you notice, you don't have 156 centimeters record also because we strictly told to get the value should be more than 156. If you add equal to also, it is greater than or equal to. Now we will see 156 as well. Now pause the video and try another query which gets the data from patients table, and I want all the patients whose weight is less than 100. Pause the video and write the query. Once you are done, you can resume it so that you will check with my query. I hope you got the query. It will be something like select star from patients where weight less than 100. So if you run this query, you see multiple records and the weight is strictly less than 100. You don't see any record which is having 100 or more. This is how we use where clause. And now we will see an operator called AND, which is used in select statement along with where clause. So the operator AND, what it does is, it allows us to filter database on multiple conditions. Let us say in the earlier query, you have written multiple conditions. You asked to get the data from patients table where patients are residing in Hamilton city, and you retrieved patients whose height is greater than 156, like that. Now I want to provide both conditions in the same query. Means the patients should be residing in the city of Hamilton as well as their height should be greater than or equal to 156 as well. For example, if we run the first query, we got multiple records and instead of 156 I will provide 106 and I will write the condition as weight equal to 106 instead of height greater than 156. So I will copy this. We need to write this new operator called AND. The second criteria. The first criteria is city should match with Hamilton. The second criteria is anything you can mention. Weight equals to 106. So you will get the first record for sure, and any other patient who is having 106, that patient record will be retrieved here. See, we have these many records, these many patients from Hamilton city whose weight is 106. And if you want to add one more condition, you can do that again using AND operator again. Now I want height as 209 only. I will add height equals to 209 and we will run this. See, we got only Elvis record whose city is Hamilton and height is 209 and weight is 106. This is how we write select statements using AND operator in where clause. Now I will run the patient's data again. So we got all the results set. Now pause the video and try to write a SQL query to get the male patient records who are residing in Ajax. So I want male patient records who are residing in Ajax. This is your problem. Now write a select query to get this data. I hope you are seeing the right data with your select query. It should be something like this. Select star from patients and the clause should be used is where, and the first condition we asked is male patients, means gender should be male, gender equal to M. So this will get all the male records, and the second condition is on city column, city equal to Ajax. And now if you select this and if you run this selection, you got 4 records. So from total records in your patient table, we have 4 patients who are matching this criteria, this entire criteria. Those are male as well as their city is Ajax. And if you want to filter this out still by adding some condition on allergies. See, I want to know all the male patients who are residing in Ajax city and who are having allergies as penicillin. We need to write a query something like this. We just need to add one more and the column on which we are writing the condition is allergies equal to and the value should be penicillin. So if you run this, out of these 4, we should be getting only Henry's record. See? So this is how we use AND in our select queries. Similarly, we have one more operator called OR. So what this does? The OR operator is used when we want data that matches either of multiple conditions. So what AND does? When we write multiple conditions using AND, it looked for the records that matched all of the conditions we gave. That's why in the final query, we got only one record because only this 892 record matched with gender as M as well as the city is Ajax and the allergies is penicillin. Even one condition is not matched, we did not get that record in the result set. But when you use OR, we get the data that matches either of multiple conditions. If there are 10 conditions, even the record matching single condition that will be retrieved. So how will be the syntax? That will be like select star or the list of columns from table name patients where condition 1 or condition 2 like this. So we will be replacing these conditions with the original conditions we want. So let us do that. Where I will pick the first condition as the male patients. So gender equal to M. And if we run till here, we will get all the male patients records from the patients table. Along with this, I want to add one more criteria so that I want the record either male patients or any patients those are meeting the second condition. The second condition is allergies equals to penicillin. So in the initial statement where we put gender equal to M condition, we got 2468 records, and now if we run this we got more records in this, and you can see we get some female records as well, because even this is not satisfying the first condition, it satisfied the second condition where allergy is equal to penicillin. So we got the records that are matching either gender equal to M or allergy is equal to penicillin. Similarly, you can add more conditions as well. And let us pause the video and try to write a query. I want all the patients who are residing in Hamilton or they are allergic to penicillin. I hope your query giving right results. It should be something like this. Select star from patients where city equal to Hamilton it is what I asked, or allergy is equal to penicillin. So the patient who is residing in Hamilton, even if they are not allergic to penicillin, that record will be retrieved. Similarly, even the patient is not residing in Hamilton but they are allergic to penicillin, that record will be retrieved. So don't confuse when to use and when to use or. Simply, when you want your record should match all the conditions provided, then use AND. And when you want data, when any of your conditions is matched, then use OR. And let us see another operator called IN. But before that, let us write another select query with multiple conditions using OR, but the conditions are on same column. You have multiple conditions to be implemented on same column with different values maybe. I have some patients residing in Hamilton and I have some patients residing in Toronto. I want to get all of those. So we will write or city equal to Toronto. Remember why we did not use AND here? Because if we use AND over here, it will check the value Hamilton should exist in the city column. At the same time, I mean for the same record, the city value should be Toronto as well, which is not possible. So the requirement is to get the patients from both cities. It doesn't mean the patient is living in the both cities at the same time, which is not possible. So if you run this, you get all the patients either living in Hamilton or in Toronto, or you can add one more condition on the same column where city equal to Delhi. And if you run this, you will get the patients that are residing in Delhi as well. So instead of writing multiple conditions in select statement using OR, we can use an operator called IN, which functions in similar way. Let us see how it will be. Select star from patients where city, instead of equals to and providing or like that, we write in, and we give the list of values that are comma separated cities here like this. So if you see, the earlier query returned 2292 records and this will does the same thing. See, we don't find any difference in the data retrieved. So we use in operator whenever we have multiple conditions on the same column. So why should we use in when we already meet the same thing with writing multiple conditions with or? It improves the readability. It is simple to read, right? Instead of reading a statement where city equal to city 1 or city equal to city 2 or city equal to city 3 like that, it is good to read where city in xyz like that. Not only readability, but when are using the concept of indexing in databases, it improves the performance as well. So running a query which is using in operator runs faster than the one which is using multiple ors. So this is about and, or and in operators. Now we will negate this. Means we have seen in. Now we see about not in. It is as simple as negating that. For example, you can write the same thing by writing not in here. So what it does is, in earlier query we got the patients who are residing in either of these three cities. Now this result set will be excluded from the total result set. So now we don't see any record with city as Hamilton, Toronto or Delhi. See this. So what not in does, it will negate the ins functionality. And we can combine these operators to create complex queries as well. So till now we wrote select queries using either and operator or in or not in like that. Based on the requirement, in the same query we use more than one of these operator as well. For example, first I'll see all the data from patients. I want all the patients who are residing in Hamilton or in Toronto and whose weight is greater than 100. So instead of writing multiple or, we prefer in. Select star from patients where city in one is Toronto, second one is Hamilton. So now we used in, and at the same time we will use or as and as well. And weight weight of the patient should be greater than 100. If you see this, you see the patients who are having city value either Hamilton or Toronto. And if you check the weight column, the patients who have weight more than 100 are retrieved here. And you can write more complex queries also based on your requirement. Your requirement may comes like you have to use more conditions and more conditions, and you need to use proper braces so that your conditions will not be mixed up, which may result in wrong data. This is all about using and, or, in and not in and combining these. We will see a new topic in the next video. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.